When life knocks you down, what's your plan to get back up even stronger? What if every single setback you've experienced was actually preparing you for a greater breakthrough? Now, how would your life change if you could learn how to turn failure? Five, four, three, two, one. Now, when life knocks you down, what's your plan to get back up even stronger? And what if every single failure, every single setback you've faced so far was actually preparing you for the greater comeback? Now, how would your life change if you learn how to turn failure into fuel? Last question as we kick off today's session. What's stronger? Your challenges or your ability to overcome them? Well, today is day 10 of Coachmas. This is our 10th session out of 12 sessions. So that means today we're going to lock in and we're talking about something that every successful person knows deeply about. They may not know they know it, but they exhibit it and they know very deeply about it. We're going to talk about resilience today. Now, here's the truth about resilience. Setbacks are simply a part of the game. Resilience is how you win. Listen, you're going to face challenges. You're going to have some knockdowns in life. Your superpower resilience is how you stand back up and keep going and continually and consistently build the momentum that you need to build. It's not about avoiding failure. It's not about avoiding challenges. It's all about learning how to rise stronger after the challenge. Here's what I know, that resistance is necessary when you are trying to grow muscles. So your resilience superpower is something that is going to be critical to making sure you push through your new year the way that you really want to. Now, today we're diving into strategies you need to handle setbacks, failures, and unexpected pivots, and handle them with a level of grace and a level of grit. Now, whether you're navigating a personal challenge, a professional roadblock, or a dream that simply seems like it's taking forever to come to pass, this session is absolutely for you. So let's dig in. Let's get to work. Resilience isn't simply about surviving. It's about thriving in the face of adversity. Here's why so many people struggle with their bounce back. The first reason we struggle with our bounce back is we see failure as the end. Now, in the past couple of sessions, when we've been bringing up this beautiful word called failure, we've talked about how to reframe it as feedback. Here's how we need to look at failure as we finish this year and as we go into 2025. We need to start looking through the lens of the thought that there are actions and there are feedback from those actions. Say it again. There simply are actions and there's feedback from the actions that we take. When I start looking at things through that lens, it should free me up to take more actions, to take a higher level of action. Why? Because now I don't see that failure is critical. I don't see that failure is the end of my action. It's simply the information that I receive back after doing A, B, C, X, Y, and Z action. So that helps me understand that my setbacks actually end up being stair steps toward the success I am trying to build. Without the stair steps, without the setbacks, I don't have all the information I need to create the end result that I am attempting to create. I'm going to say that again. Without the stair steps, without the setbacks, I simply don't have all of the information I need. What does that mean? I don't just need to know how my vision is going to work. I do need to discover the ways that it won't work so that I cannot replicate those steps again. I can use them, I can build on that feedback, but what I don't need to do is use that strategy again. If it doesn't push me towards my goal in a fruitful way, then what I have to make sure that it does is that I can stack it on my moments of success and I can stack it on other moments of setbacks. And I can take that information and help it elevate me towards my goal. Reframe your failures, look at them as feedback, understand that when failure doesn't lead the conversation, but it contributes to the conversation, then failure can become a friend and failure can teach me how not to do it next time so that I can discover how to do it so that I can get the end result that I want to get. The second reason we have challenges with resilience is because we want to focus on what we can't control. There's that C word again, control. If you're anything like me, you love control. I like having a high level of control. But there are simply simple situations and there are tasks and there are elements to what we are building. There are ingredients to this thing called life that are out of our control. I'm not saying that we shouldn't take a high level of ownership over everything. I'm not saying we shouldn't be responsible for what we do. What I'm saying is we need to understand that there are controllables and non-controllables. We have to shift our energies to what we can control. Tony, what can we control? We can control the action that we take. We can control the attitude that we have. We can control our belief systems and our mindsets. And controlling those helps us navigate the things that we absolutely cannot control. So I have to have clear vision on what I can control, and I have to have clear vision on what I absolutely cannot control. And I have to be honest with myself about both of those two sides to the same coin. And I have to know what side of the coin I'm looking at. When I can do that, it's going to help me build my resilience in a much different way. Third and final reason we're going to discuss today is we try to do things alone. I got it. I can do it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I can do it. How many things in life have you simply hurt yourself on because the challenge had a much greater capacity? And if you had just gotten a little bit of help with it, you would have been able to navigate that moment better. The lift was heavy, and the only problem was that you tried to lift it alone, and lifting it alone caused some level of trauma. Lifting it alone caused some level of brokenness to happen, unnecessary brokenness to happen that actually turned into an injury, whether physically, emotionally, however you want to look at it as I'm painting this picture, but it injured you. And that actually created a larger gap between where you were and where you wanted to be. Build a solid support system. Resilience is much, much easier when we have people in our corner. No professional boxer, no MMA fighter engages their matches without someone in their corner. If it's a team-oriented lift, then please, please, please stop going at it alone. Now, today, I'm going to show you how to create a blueprint for resilience so that you can bounce back so much stronger, no matter what life throws at you, no matter what hurdles and obstacles may get in your way. Let's dig in. Let's dig into the practical exercise for today's video so that we can really start to fortify our resilience. This is what I like to call the resilience reset. Now, I want you to write down a recent setback or challenge that you have faced. For example, maybe it's a missed opportunity. Maybe it's a personal failure. Maybe it's a professional failure. Maybe it's a simple unexpected, uncontrollable event that happened in your life that, man, it set you back. It turned a molehill into a mountain, and you needed to grit up in how you faced it and how you navigated it. Now, after we write down that one recent setback or challenge, I want you to identify one lesson, one insight that you gained from that experience. What did that experience teach you? I like to say this, and over my years of leading teams and coaching in the corporate section, I like to tell the people that I'm working with, my clients, I like to say, listen, we don't win and lose, we win and learn. We only lose when we don't take the necessary feedback and information from the quote unquote loss and dive in and see what we can glean and gain and learn from it. What came from the resistance of that moment? When I learn and get an insight, this is what happens. My loss turns into a learn, and I'm going to win and learn my way to every single championship trophy I gain in life. I'm going to win and learn my way to every success that I run into and create intentionally in life. Now, with this challenge, is it something that you learn the importance of better time management? Is it something where I realize, I really need to communicate my boundaries a little bit better? What is the one simple thing that challenge or setback taught you? Now I want you to write down one action you can take today to move forward. Now, it could be reaching out to a mentor. It could be just going back to that plan. If recipe one didn't work, let's sit down with recipe one, look at how we can make some changes and finish up recipe two. How do you typically respond to setbacks? How can you choose to respond in a more empowering way next time? What do you mean, Tony? Do I see my setbacks through the lens of the victim? What on earth does that mean? Do things happen in my life and I immediately go into a, oh, woe is me. I can't believe that happened to me. Why is this going on in my life? I am releasing complete control. So what does that mean? Tony, you said that I can't control anything but what I can control. Yes. The lens at which I look at my setbacks is something that I can control. And if I use the lens of a victim where things are always happening to me, I will miss where the challenges were actually working for me. I'll say that one more time. If I look through the lens of the victim where things are always happening to me, I will miss where the challenges were actually working for me. Remember, we said that the setbacks are simply stair steps that actually, when I use them in conjunction with, when I weave those challenges in with my setbacks and I weave those challenges in with my successes, then boom, I end up building a stair. I get closer. It elevates me. It informs me. But if I look through the lens of a victim, I yield and give up all of the information that I could have processed and I could have used. So again, how do you respond and how can you respond in a more empowering way? What's one challenge you're currently facing going on right now? And what's the first small step that you can begin to use and you can begin to take to overcome it or change the direction of where the situation is going? Now, I want you to go ahead, take your action steps, take your insight, whatever it is. If you feel bold enough to share it, go ahead and share it with me in the comment section. Again, I just want to connect with you. I just want to celebrate you and help cheer you on. Let's look at the homework for day 10. I want you to write down one setback that you faced recently. And again, go deeper and identify the lesson it taught you. Make that your journal point for this evening. One thing that you faced challenged you at a deep level. While it was challenging you, what did you learn? I want you to create a resilience reset plan by listing one action you'll take today to move forward. It might simply be changing the lens that I'm looking at the challenge through. If that's it, go ahead and write that down. Here's your bold action bonus. Out of those two steps, post one on your Instagram, post one on your Facebook. When you do, tag me. I am Tony Barnes. I want to celebrate you. I want to cheer you on. I am your corner coach. I want you to make sure that I'm in your corner when you do that. Now, before we wrap up today's session, before we finish off, I do want to take a very small moment and invite you to work a little bit closer with me. I want to invite you to something that is going to be an absolute game changer for you as you navigate 2025. It's the Conquer Your Mind Bullies Challenge. Now, in this 5-day challenge, it has been designed to help you break through the mental roadblocks that hold you back, to build some resilience, what we were talking about today. We're going to go deeper and build the resilience you need to develop a bulletproof mindset. And we're going to take bold, aligned action towards some of your biggest goals. Now, here's what you are going to experience when you connect with this challenge. You're going to experience live coaching sessions that equip you with a powerful tool that's going to help you handle your challenges head on. You're going to get daily action plans, things to do, practical exercises, just like you got here today, to walk away with to help you build some unstoppable momentum. Finally, you're going to be connected to a very supportive group of individuals that celebrate your wins with you. This is a community that's going to thrive because we're going to be intentional about connecting with others that really want to play at a higher level. If you want to go from amateur to pro, then you want to be connected to this challenge. It's going to be going on every single month in the month of 2025. Go ahead. I'm posting a link here. I want you to click it. It's the Conquer Your Mind Bullies Challenge. It's been designed around the framework from my book, Do the Work, Conquer Your Mind Bullies, and Transform Your Life. So if you're simply tired of letting self-doubt, fear, or setbacks control the narrative, control your internal dialogue, and control your life, then this is the opportunity you've been waiting on to connect with the Conquer Your Mind Bullies Challenge so that it can help you step into a greater level of confidence, take another level of control so that you can transform your mindset for the better. Now, as we wrap up today's session, setbacks are not your enemy. They're actually here to teach you. Every challenge you face is an absolute opportunity to grow, to get stronger, to show yourself what you are capable of, to really expose what you can handle and where you need to grow. Resilience isn't just about surviving. It's about learning how to grow and thrive in the face of adversity. Adversity is not leaving the table. Knowing and how to confidently sit at your table of life, even in the face of adversity, is what resilience is all about. And guess what? You are definitely stronger than you think. And day by day, round by round, we're going to uncover that together. Now, if you want more tools to stay resilient, to stay focused, to really attack life and attack this year the way that you want to, do yourself a favor. Connect with me on my YouTube channel, In Your Corner. You can find it by searching @ I am Tony Barnes. It's going to pop up. Click the subscribe, set the notifications, because that's the community. That's the space where I'm going to be posting all of this exclusive coaching content, strategies, motivational things that you are going to need. Most of all, practical, actionable things you can do to really push back and push against adversity when it shows up. If you're ready to go deeper with conquering your mind bullies, then here's how you're going to be able to do that. Go ahead, grab a copy of my book. The link is also here in the description of this video. Click on that link, do the work, get your copy while it is at the price that it is at, because I promise you, By the beginning of the year, it will not be at that price. Right now, it's only $12.99. Get a copy today so that I can go ahead and get it out to you so that you can begin to unpack what is in that book. It's going to help you rewrite your story and create a life that you are absolutely proud of. If you're saying, Tony, I'm pretty proud of the life that I made so far, great. Get this book and you'll be able to elevate that. Now, tomorrow, we are going to be diving into gratitude in action, unlocking abundance through appreciation. Connect with me with the same level of energy that you brought today, ready to dive deep, ready to face some things that you may have been running from. We're done running. We're ready to face some stuff so that we can push through. Let's keep building together. Once again, follow me on my YouTube channel, In Your Corner. Follow me and grab my book, Do the Work. And then finally follow me on Instagram and Facebook at I Am Tony Barnes. I would love to connect with you. I would love to get in your corner and help you fight back round for round. Until next time, my friends, keep fighting and keep moving forward.